Welcome back to another development log for Layers Deep, a video game about an onion lost in a subterranean Southern Gothic creepy place. This is what the video game looks like. Our first demo is officially done, and we have been playtesting, and that has been going interestingly. But before we get into the playtesting, let me bring you back a little bit and tell you a little bit about how we got here. So over the past few months, we have been rebuilding our game from the ground up, as you may know if you've been keeping up with our videos. And there was just a lot about what we had that just wasn't good, it wasn't quality. And I'd like to take a moment to highlight the boss, because we did not get into that in our last devlog, and this boss needs some dissection. We need to open this pumpkin up, and we need to get in there, and we need to make it fun to play and cool to look at, because right now, or back then, it was neither of those things. Okay, so if you look at how we had the boss originally, it just had a charge attack and a ranged attack, and it was just lacking drama. It was lacking polish. It just wasn't anything special to write home about. Like, why would you put that stinky little boss in a trailer? So we rebuilt it from the ground up. We deleted the stage, and we decided, what if the stage that you fight the boss in played a role in the boss fight itself? What if when this pumpkin charged you, he hit a beam, and the beam would break, and it would cause the structural integrity of this cave you're in to start to crumble a little bit. And so we kind of decided to base the health of the boss and the progression of the boss all around that idea. So we added a bunch of new movesets. We kept the charge, because you need that for the new idea we had. And he now shoots like a little projectile hay object. He jumps around to keep you on your toes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So the idea is to get the boss down to like 50% health, and then he charges you, he breaks this beam, and then the second phase of the fight starts, and now it's like the same boss fight, but now we have like rocks and boulders falling from the ceiling. So now you have to fight the boss and dodge these rocks and boulders, and then when you get him down to 0% health, you can smack him into the beam and end the boss fight, and the hay from the ceiling starts to come pouring down, the ground raises up, and the player can get the power up and move on. This took a lot of reconstruction. We scrapped the boss we had before. I created a bunch of new animation sets for everything, and Eric rebuilt him from the ground up entirely as well. So that's that. Okay, so combat is important. Now that we had finished the boss, we kind of had the content of the demo pretty much wrapped up. Again, we have a bunch of enemies, rooms, places to go. We're starting to get an idea of how the game plays, and it's starting to get ready to playtest. Here's the thing. You can't heal yourself right now. So we needed to implement a healing system. And this has been something we've been putting off for a little bit, because this is tough. It's how do you implement a healing system that is unique and interesting, and also provides a little bit of that risk and reward, to where you can't just heal infinitely and the game is easy, and to where you're not grinding for healing objects all the time like in Bloodborne. So we came up with something that we think is pretty unique. Me personally, I'm a big fan of the Dark Souls method of when you rest at a rest stop on fire, you get your flasks restored, and you have a set amount of healing flasks, and those can last you until you get to your next rest stop. And what I like about that is that it's elegant in that you can design the game around how many flasks the player might have at a given time, and space out the rest stops accordingly. Basically, it's really good for balancing. But all right, here is the twist. Here's our little onion boy Layers Deep spin on it. You don't just sit there and drink a potion. You don't just press a button and heal. Instead, you need to toss the flask up into the air.
Wait, I got this one. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so basically just check it out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's so cool. Oh. That's so cool. Yeah, so right when we implemented it, it just felt so cool. But there was a bit of a problem. It was a little too easy to just mash the throw and attack buttons for an instant heal, and, we can't have that. So my solution to that problem was enforced timing. What if we locked the healing flask so that it couldn't be smashed until the apex of its arc, and then we unlock it? There we go, problem solved. And as a bonus of forcing that little bit of anticipation, it really made the sound effects and the action of it all just punch that much more. Unfortunately, we did run into some unanticipated issues that might make people just a little bit upset. At the moment, if you throw the potion and for some reason you don't hit it, or you miss, or it hits the ceiling, or it hits the floor, the potion breaks and you've wasted it. You don't get any health benefits. As you could probably imagine, that'd be really frustrating in most situations. We are working on a couple of ideas to address this, and that's really ready to show yet, so you'll just have to wait.
Look, here's the thing about these kind of systems. Like, healing systems are really important and they take a lot of R&D. So we have a lot of work to do when it comes to this. And this is far from final. It's going to take some playtesting, some tweaking. We may even scrap it. So who knows? But right now we think this is interesting and we're going to continue to explore it. All right, now let's take a moment to talk about the little guys you meet on the way, aka the NPC, the non-player characters. Right now, all we have is this little granny, and she starts you off in the game. She gives you your weapon, and she sets you off along the path. And that's kind of the only NPC we kind of have really built in a final kind of way. We also have this creepy guy who rolls a mysterious dice, but we will talk about him later.
Yo, it's me. I'm Mick. How you doing? You good? Oh, that's nice. A while ago, I started working on my own engine-agnostic dialogue system out of my own frustration with other dialogue editors that were available at the time. Part of that project included creating what is essentially a dialogue file importer and interpreter for Godot projects. All the dialogue files are stored as JSON, so Godot has a pretty easy time converting those into dictionaries. Part of the reason I created this dialogue system to begin with is that I wanted a way to call functions and triggers and read values and check conditionals directly within the dialogue trees. So anyway, since working on Layers Deep, I've been able to pull most of this work into our project with very little issue. And since the last devlog, I've also created a quest system that should find plenty of use throughout the game. In its current state, it's pretty generous to even call it a system, but hey, quest progress can be updated and it can be checked. I mean, what else do you need?
Okay, we have a boss, we have enemies, we have NPCs. The game has content, and you can explore the world. Great. We need a map, because this is a Metroidvania. Let's get into the map system. You know, actually, this is more Eric's domain. Eric, would you like to get into the map system?
Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah, no, thanks.
Okay, I guess I can explain it. It's on my end, it's pretty simple. We have a map scene, and we have like a scene loader to where I could load a scene in, and then it generates.
Yeah, so actually, it's really cool how Godot makes creating tooling for your projects like super easy. And honestly, I love making tools, so I always have an eye out for situations where I can simplify editor tasks. In our game, each room has a room data resource and a room controller, which both need to be initialized in a particular way in order for a lot of things to work. So this was a perfect opportunity to make an editor tool. My first goal is to automate the scene setup so you can't easily do it wrong. Foolproofing, if you will. Or won't. I don't know. Are you a fool? And that worked out quite nicely. But some of the room data still needs to be set manually, like room entrances. Like Josh mentioned before I interrupted him. Eventually I'll expand this tooling so that it'll be easier to add things like shops or quests or other room-specific data. And now that you heard from me for a little bit, I'm gonna go over here and lift up this rock and crawl underneath it.
All right, so now you know about the enemies, the NPCs, the map system, all of the icing on top of a game we've been working on for a while. At this point, we can confidently say all of the major systems, like the base groundwork for the game is laid, and we can now deliver a proper, nice, full vertical slice, aka demo, for our backers to play. So why don't we just get into how some of that playtesting went?
Doing a playthrough of the Layers Deep demo. Chris from Squidshock. The Thicket. Okay, by the way, let me just talk about the menu first. The music was great. I imagine you're going to be adding some animations later, which is going to be awesome.
Jump to Sprout. Aw, little thicket. A great gourd? Another fresh sprout? Whoa, I love how the rocks just explode. That looks sick. So I can't get past this.
Oh, what's up, dude? You look scary. Get over here. I'm in. Wait, what? Here. Okay, bet. I'm going this way now.
Whoa, the hang time in this is really generous. People who are coming from Hollow Knight are going to find this player controller a little bit difficult to manage. I like that. Very crunchy. Destructible game on point. Flask of life. Press up to toss. This guy looks like a bad guy. Ooh. What is this?
Hate to say I told you so. Oh my. I sliced the rock. Wait, oh, whoa. Oh, that's cool. Oh, no. Oh. Oh my goodness. It looks like something's to the left, but it also looks like this is something. I knew it. I freaking knew it. Ooh, I like that little. Whoa.
Oh, I did not see that. That's what. Yo, that's sick. What? Oh. Right here, there we go. Oh! You're kind of scary. Oh, damn it. Yo. Wait, what? That. Just get as many as I want back. I'm invincible! Whoa, you're kind of fast. Sorry, sir, nothing personal. Yo, Zed.
I imagine you... Oh, you do have a map. Wow. Bro, you're way ahead of the game with this.
Who's this guy? That's an awesome character. I don't know if I'm biased for foxes.
A shrine or a salt shaker to my left, and then this, it's saying, aha. I see. Goodness, I feel like there's like so many paths I need to explore now. Oh, whoa, pumpkin head. Oh, ah! Oh! Dang it. Now, since I saw there's a boss up there, let's see if there's anything over here. Ooh, what the? A napping nest? Whoa. Aw, look at this little baby. Oh, whoa! I like this guy.
Oh, boss time. Pumpkinhead. Yikes! Nice. Interesting. Oh, interesting.
Go, go, go. Jump. No. Oh, oh no. Keep jumping. Oh my gosh. Heal, heal. I gotta heal again. Okay. Ah, ah, ah. Oh no. Oh no. Get underneath him. And then if he unravels. Yes. 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 Yo. Yes. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh, it's filling up with seeds. Ooh. Oh, I got a dash. And go. Yeah. Whoa. That was fun. Okay.
Okay, so you saw a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches, a lot of funny moments in that little montage, but just know since those videos have been recorded, we have addressed a lot of that and are supporting the demo and improving it as time goes on while also expanding the game. Speaking of expanding the game, that is what we're doing now. So white boxing, gray boxing, expanding the map, that is currently what we are doing. Just building out the content for the game. And it's cool to finally be in this point of game development where kind of taking our foundation and building upon it. And this is now uncharted territory for us, quite literally, because these levels are not on the map yet. So that is what we are doing. We are going forward, and we're scrapping things, testing things, we're figuring stuff out, and we're just committed to making like the best Metroidvania we could possibly make. We want every pillar of gameplay and story and world to hit hard. So we are relentlessly seeking out the best quality that we can possibly make. So that's kind of the process we're in right now. It's iterative, and yeah, we look forward to making more of these videos and showing that process to you guys and kind of being transparent and bringing you along for the ride. We have many more bosses and NPCs and locations all planned that are now in development, and I cannot wait to show you how they are in future devlogs. So we got some cool stuff like for Kickstarter backers, we got actual things being made. Check this out. Look at that. Wow. Look at the prototype. So yeah, that is all for our devlog. Thank you so much for checking us out. And if Layers Deep looks cool, give it a wish list on Steam. That helps us out a lot. Helps us out with the Steam algorithm. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you want to see more of these devlogs. And let us know what you think in the comments. What can we do better? What is cool? What's working? What isn't? What crazy ideas do you have for our game that you'd like to see? I'm really interested to hear what you think. So yeah, thank you.